Alrighty then. Getting the stream started. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I know I posted a video earlier today for Saturday's video, but I'm working on a project and I thought since I'm working on it anyway, if you guys want to join along, you sure can. I thought that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, just making sure everything's working okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay and all that good stuff. But yeah, today I'm working on a fairy. She's gonna be, whoop, I got the volume coming out. No volume. Come on. Get that volume. Oh, sorry, double volume. So yesterday I made a post on Instagram asking you guys what your favorite fruits were, and I got a whole bunch of comments on that. Like, I'm surprised how many comments you guys had. So I tallied up the different fruit, and I'm going to take some of the top favorite fruit and make fairies that kind of are themed with that fruit. So I'm not doing it the most popular one first. I'm just drew the sketch of a fairy, and then I was trying to decide which fruit would look best with her. So this is going to be a raspberry fairy, which will be awesome. So yeah, but I was almost going to brave trying to do a live stream on Twitch and just testing it out with this, but when I decided, yeah, I'll just stick with what I know for today and live stream here on YouTube. Only reason I wanted to go on Twitch is because I was really enjoying listening to my music as well. I thought that would be fun to have music in the background, but another day. So what program am I using? I am using Clip Studio Paint, which is my favorite digital software to draw in. I also sometimes will use Photoshop, but I like the stability that the lines have in this program more so than even in Photoshop. And I know there's a lot of things you can do with Photoshop to help stabilize the lines, but I just like how this one feels. It's not as complicated as Photoshop to learn. Not that I've had Photoshop for years, so I kind of learned it, but this is one I kind of always recommend to people just starting off with digital art. And they want some software that's, you know, they want to invest in software. And I know there's a lot of free software out there and some really good ones out there, but this is the one that I recommend. Is this going to be a coloring page? Actually, no, it's not. That's why I'm doing this kind of the outlining instead of in a really crisp line, because usually I use this ink brush that gives me a really crisp line, where with this one I'm using, that's a little big, I'm using a pencil brush, which gives me kind of more, well, pencil-y effect, which is nice. This is going to be hopefully some new stickers. Not coloring stickers, I've ordered some new sticker paper for printing, and I'm going to be getting that hopefully next week. So I wanted some images to print out and test out the sticker paper with, because I have a friend who has a cutting machine that can cut out like the shaped stickers, supposedly like you peel off a sheet and it's pre-cut out. So I'm going to test that out to see if I like the machine. It's kind of an investment to get the machine, so I'm thankful she's letting me try her machine out first before I jump into it. I always recommend if people are trying to get into a new art medium that's expensive, whether it's digital art and you want to test out a tablet, or even working in markers, you know, Copics are, can be very expensive to get into. If you have a friend that has some, it doesn't hurt to ask them if you can just test that out a little bit. Can I rent your art supplies a little bit? And just to see if you like it before you invest. Things like, watercolor, you can always buy a cheaper set and practice them out and just see how you like the flow of it. And it's not that big of an investment. But things like digital art, if you want to get a tablet or something, you're not sure if you'd actually like the tablet. Testing it out is always a plus. The thing with this software, not the tablet, but the Clip Studio Paint, is you can actually test it for free. And I'm almost positive, at least it used to be, unlimited free access to it until you want to save your work. And then I think it saves either with a watermark over top of it, or you have to purchase their work to save it. I can't remember which it is. But that's nice. And I know a lot of software does that, where you can test out their product first, just to make sure, especially with software, your computer can handle it. It's nothing worse than spending a whole bunch of money on digital software and hardware and getting it and realizing that your computer can't handle it anyway, so now you have to upgrade your computer as well. Blah. I see a lot of you guys are joining for the first time in a live stream. I know I usually don't do them on Saturdays, so that would be kind of fun to do that. I try to do my live streams on days that I don't release an actual video, like on a Friday or a Thursday or a Tuesday or a Sunday, so I'm not doubling up, not getting overwhelmed with my boss. But I thought, hey, I was going to be sitting here anyway. Might as well. And it might help me focus and actually get this piece done. So that'll be nice. So how's everybody's week going? Is it getting to be springtime where you are? It's trying really hard to be springtime where we are. The flowers are trying to bloom, but the rains are not letting up very much at all. But I can't complain because my sister still is under 2 feet of snow. So have I seen the live action of Beauty and the Beast? Yes, I have. I don't want to go into spoilers, but I liked it a lot. I mean, it's not a lot of spoilers because they just adapted it from the animation, but they did do a couple of twists with it that I think added to it. I love when they take a really good story and they don't take away what makes it a great story and change it. I don't mind if they add things to it as long as it doesn't take away from other parts. It annoys me if they take a really good book and then 75% of the movie is totally original content and they've had to delete 120% of the book. You're like, what? Okay, that hand's really weird. Well, let's fix that because her thumb is really small and her hand is really big. That's what happens when I draw and talk at the same time. So, let's see if we can do this here. Me. Let's just delete it. There we go. Sometimes it's fine if I'm having a hard part on one part of the drawing, whether it's part of the anatomy or something. Give it a couple goes And if it's still just not working, go work on something else for a little bit and give yourself time to ponder what it is that you're missing, because it usually is, oh, that something else is off, or it'll give you an idea. And it helps cut down on frustrations as well. What do I use for doing my art on the computer or laptop? I have a laptop, a Dell laptop. Don't ask me what kind, I don't know. I know I went and brought all the specs up kind of like to what a gaming computer is, so that it runs pretty quickly, because I do a lot of digital work. But just a Dell. What is my favorite fruit? I've always been a peach. Well, I love strawberries too, but peaches are definitely the one that I'll gravitate to. Like if there's a peach smoothie or a strawberry smoothie, I'll take the peach smoothie. There's peach ice cream and strawberry ice cream, I take the peach ice cream. So that's how I kind of determine. I like the look of a strawberry better though. So if I were to, get something with a printed fruit on it, I would choose a strawberry print over a peach print. But taste-wise, peaches. My mom and dad, before they moved down from Spokane, they had a huge raspberry patch. Their backyard was this tiny little house, and you wouldn't even think that there would be that much of a yard in the back. And there really wasn't. But they worked so hard to make just this almost little garden paradise in the backyard. So they had a huge patch of raspberries and a little vineyard. They had quite the collection of grapes and raspberries during the summer. It was fun to go. I do miss that, but I love having them closer. Just got watercolors today. Any quick tips? Have fun with them. Don't be afraid of them, and just play around with them. And don't try to create your masterpiece with your first time using watercolors. Just play. Take a piece of paper and just dab and swatch and test to see what it feels like to put paint on wet paper, paint on dry paper, really wet paint on really wet paper, really wet paint on really dry paper, and play around with that first. Get to know what the medium does. I think that will help cut down a lot of the frustration that you have. And remember, with watercolor, the key word to watercolor is water. That's what you're really painting with. Not painting really with paint. We're moving the water around, and the paint will go wherever the water is. So control the water and you control the paint. Yeah. But for any big tips, I have a whole playlist on watercolor 101, and it takes you through all the beginning steps, tools, things like that. So, metallic paints. Yeah, we'll try not to shout at you guys anymore. How many of you guys were here for that stream, the metallic paint stream? That was epic. So is this piece for a video? Nope, I'm just working on it for a project. I explained a little bit earlier in the stream. But since I was working on it, I thought, hey, might as well live stream it. That'll be fun. I'll probably do a video talking about these at some point if they turn out. But this actual portion of it isn't going to be in the video. Someone said they had a glitch in their art tablet, but I wasn't able to read the whole comment, so I'm afraid to rewind my comments because I'm afraid I'll mess everything up. My iPad is being glitchy. And I apologize if you hear any thumping in the background. My roommates are chopping wood. So I did a really just simple line art with this. I should have done a little bit more detailed line art because I'm trying to figure out what lines I want as I'm drawing. Trying to figure that out. I'm rewatching Drawing People 101 today. Nice. I love finding playlist series from artists and binge watching while I'm working. So what app am I using? This isn't an app. It's an actual computer program. So I'm drawing on a digital drawing tablet, a Wacom Cintiq tablet, onto my actual computer. But there are some pretty good drawing apps out there nowadays. So the reason I decided to do the inking in this kind of pencil-y line is I want the picture to be really soft. So I figured if I did it with the really sharp like pen line, it would be a little bit too harsh, and I want to have like a really gentle effect is what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go with this leg. Have you ever watched Jenna drawing? She is Assume, and I think you would relate to her. Yeah, actually, she just had a video a little bit ago I watched. Yeah. There's a lot of art YouTubers that I watch. I like to watch them. And then I can't wait for raspberries to come into season. We have blueberry bushes in our backyard, but we don't have any raspberries. We have blackberries, tons and tons of wild blackberries. They're pretty good. There are no raspberries, but blackberries are pretty good. They're the wild ones, so they're not as, they have a lot more seeds than like the ones you would get in a store. But as long as you don't mind seeds, they're not too bad. I can't watch videos and draw. I either forget to listen to the video or just watch the video and not actually draw. Sometimes that's the way it is. If they're doing something exciting, it's really hard. If it's especially if it's a time lapse thing or a tutorial, I can't do it. But if they are doing like a stream where they're slowly working on something, then I can draw because I can just kind of glance up every once in a while and take a peek at what they're doing. But yeah, if it's a tutorial, that can be challenging to draw and watch at the same time. So if you guys have any questions about digital art and what I use to draw or how to draw digitally, I also have a playlist for that too called Drawing Digitally 101. You can check that out. And if you're really curious about the hardware, like the computer and the tablet and things like that, I think one of the first videos in that series is an equipment video. And so I show you how I set everything up and what I use and all that good stuff. I almost made this one a strawberry fairy, but I have an idea for a really cute dress for the strawberry fairy, and the way she's sitting kind of doesn't showcase the dress off as much. But I'm planning on doing, I'll look for my list. I'm planning on doing strawberry fairy, a watermelon fairy, kiwi fairy, raspberry fairy, and then, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm hoping to squeeze one more in there, which would either be a mango fairy or a pineapple fairy, or possibly an apple fairy. I'm not sure yet. But I'm making a sticker sheet with these fairies. We'll test it out. And yes, if I like the sticker paper, I will, when I do a video on it, I will link you guys to the sticker paper that I bought. I did a video a while ago on making colorable stickers, and I didn't link the paper, and everyone was, why aren't you linking the paper? And I hadn't finalized which paper I really liked, but this one has come very highly recommended. I got it on Amazon, so I'm waiting for it to be delivered. And if I like it, I will definitely let you guys know. The sticker paper that I use for the coloring stickers is actually just a really nice shipping labels that I print off onto, which is nice. But there's several different brands of shipping labels that you can choose to do. In streams, do you feel like you have to constantly repeat yourself? I do, and I'm wondering if I need to. I mean, I know people come in later in the stream and want to ask questions, but then I kind of feel like, for those of you who've been in the stream for a while, kind of like, oh, she just told that story just a little bit ago. Oh, she's going to say that again. So maybe if you guys see some asking a question that you know I've already answered, feel free to type the answer into the comments and answer the question for me. That'd be fine. Because I answered questions about 2 or 3 times, and after about the 3rd time, I'm like, I'm kind of done telling that story. I don't know if you guys ever get like the same question asked over and over if you are an artist, but there's definitely the very common questions, and I'm not making fun of people if you've asked this question, because I have asked this question when I was talking to different artists, but it's always like this safety question if you don't know what to ask an artist, but you know you want to ask them something. It's always the what's your favorite thing to draw? What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite color? Which are great questions, but I feel like I answer those so many times. For some reason, when I draw digitally, I'm super bad at drawing circles. I can draw them traditionally, though. I'm not sure why. It's probably just needs a little bit more practice. I know that it did take me a while to get to draw circles, just because even if you have like a tablet like the Cintiq tablet, it's just different drawing on a tablet than it is a paper, and you just have to train your hand to do it. I generally do is don't try to draw a circle with like a pen tool, just because it's so dark that's what you're going to get. I use a pencil tool, and it's really soft, so I can kind of ghost that up there just like with a regular pencil, and I can get a better circle. Oops. Back to this. I follow you on Instagram. Thanks. Were you one of the ones who suggested one of the fruits? Because that's what I asked everybody last night. Val, do you like drawing apples? I've drawn a few apples. I was thinking about an apple fairy. On the color sheet, trying to think about doing like 5 main fairies and then doing smaller stickers of their fruit. So you have like the actual sticker of the fairy herself, and then you'll have a separate sticker that's her fruit. So the sticker sheet will have like 10 to 12 stickers on it. But I have to kind of see how it prints off, what size I want to print it. So I'm kind of just starting everything right now. I have an Intuos Pro tablet large, and I still have trouble drawing circles. Yeah, circles can be a pain. And there's days that I can draw circles like super good, and then other days that like I could not draw a circle if you paid me to. That's just the way it goes with art. Draw something else. Or use this cool little one of those. Draw a circle that way. That's the best way in digital art. What about a poison apple fairy? Ooh, that's kind of cool sounding. So if you were to buy stickers, like some themed sticker things, yeah, I'm talking well today. If you were going to get a pack of stickers, what theme would you think would be interesting and fun? That's what I'm trying to create. Like if I were to have stickers or something, what would I want? And I thought, oh, this would be fun to have some fairies. There's so many cute stickers out there. In America, it's harder to find cute stickers. Like in other countries, you guys have some beautiful stickers. It's one of my favorite things to collect when I go over to Asia. I've gone to Cambodia before and China a few times, Korea, in the Japanese airports. I don't know if that counts, but I bought stickers. Mythical animal stickers. That was actually the first set I started working on. I don't know if it's in this. Oh, it is. Okay, so I'll give you a sneak peek. She's sideways, just because I rotated the paper. But this was the first design I had. I was doing a centaur. I was going to do a whole bunch of mythical girls. So I did this one first. And I thought I should probably narrow it down to a more specific theme because I was going to have a centaur, a mermaid, a fairy, other like a naiad and a dryad and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, okay, for the first set of stickers, let's get a really specific theme. So then I went ahead and switched over to fairies, and then went ahead and picked a theme, which I wanted like fruit, and then went with that. So hopefully at some point there will be some cool, more mythical creatures and stuff. So I think it'll be fun. How about steampunk fairies? That'd be fun. I'd love to do like a whole print series with steampunk. I like that series, kind of themed. Alright, I need to do a flip of the screen because I feel that she's off. At one point I had this set up with like I could just push a key and it would just automatically do that for me. But then my keys got erased, like the shortcut keys, and I haven't fixed it yet. So now I'm trying to find where it is that you flip it. There it is. Yeah, something's wrong with her face. Right in this area. I'll have to think about it. Think about it a little bit. There we go. I think if I bring her hair down a little bit, that might help fix it. Spin your artwork around, or if you're drawing on just regular paper, holding your paper, so you're looking at the back side of the paper and holding it up to the light so you can see kind of a reversed image of it, can really help you to find where it is that something's messed up on your drawing. Can help you out. I use that a lot. Copic Fairy. That's a fun idea. Actually, the I don't know if it's actual Copic brand, but there's is it Imaginex? No. Just Google it. Imagine that I have it. I used to have it sitting right here. They actually have a comic, a manga, fairy comic about Copic markers and Copic art supplies. It's really cute. It's called the Academy or something, or Copic Academy. I can't remember. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about, write it in the comments. Because it's a very cute story, but it makes a fairy type out of each of the different Copic art supplies. It's really cute. The creators of the comic have been to several of the Comic Cons that I have been to. It's fun to meet them. Okay, her dress is not very raspberry-ish. It needs to definitely have more raspberry themes with it. It just looks like a random fairy. Cute, but a random fairy holding or very odd shaped. Need to work on that too. Raspberry. Let's put the leaves. I need to hang on. Is my phone down here? There it is. I'm going to Google raspberries. Googling raspberries. Google images. My best friend. Raspberry. Okay. These are pretty similar to what I thought. Not as jaggy as I was going to make them, so that's good. I'm on the right level. Ooh. Isn't that so scary when you're drawing digitally and you forget what level layer you're on, and you're all of a sudden have been drawing all this time on your sketch layer? Oh, that is like the saddest thing. My heart breaks a little every time I do that. Yet I keep on doing it. There we go. Alright, we still have to figure out this. Okay, so I think I'm going to incorporate these leaves into her dress. And then maybe incorporate this into the sleeves, maybe? Ugh, designing challenges are so fun, though. They are fun. I enjoy them. So I'm going to create a new layer so that it's easier for me to draw this out and erase it underneath. Okay, now I can go on underneath and erase everything that I don't want. He's like magic. Let's go ahead and go up here and put the same things up here. Oh, I want to listen to music. Why won't you let me listen to music? Have I ever been to Vegas? I was once when I was, oh goodness, how old was I? 16? Yeah, I'd say maybe 15 or 16. I was a nanny, and the people that I was, or the family I was a nanny for, they had a traveling business. And so I would travel in the RV with them, and then when they were on their sites doing training, I was taking care of the kids. And we drove through Las Vegas at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they decided that it was an experience that we needed to have, so we all woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and walked around Vegas. It truly is the city that never sleeps. But it was fun. It was, of course, a long time ago. I haven't been 16 in a long time. But there's definitely a lot to see in Vegas. Some things you don't want to see. Just saying. Wasn't I just 16 last year? Feels like it's been a long time. I have a very high-pitched voice, so people tend to think of me as way younger than I really am. That, and I love cartoons and cool stuff like that. So people don't generally take me for the age that I am, which I find is a compliment. I like being young at heart. Put raspberries in her hair. That'll tie her into it. So what art projects are you guys working on? Anything fun? Does anybody have any school art projects? Or is it spring break for a lot of you guys, isn't it? Our spring break, I think, is officially started. Next week is going to be crazy. I'm helping out at a little kids event. Not little kid, like young in age, but like size-wise, small kids event during the day for a couple hours. So I'm hoping to get ahead this evening, record some videos, and get them edited on Sunday for Monday and Wednesday's video. I love your high-pitched voice. Yay! I'm glad somebody does. I know when I first started my YouTube channel, so many people were like, your voice is so annoying. It's almost enough to make me go, maybe YouTube isn't what I need to be, but I figured maybe someone out there would like my voice. So, yay! I'm drawing Doctor Who fan art because I'm over school age, unemployed, and have no life other than art and TV shows. That's awesome. Now, if you can just find a way to sell your art, then it just fixes everything. See, because think that's being an artist and just creating your own artwork. It's absolutely just the funnest job. Well, one of the funnest jobs. When I worked with kids, kids are the best. And I loved working at my camps and stuff like that. But if I can't work with kids, doing this is the next best thing. I have a high-pitched voice too, which always makes me nervous about videos. Yeah, you just have to do it. I think everyone doesn't like their own voice. I've met very few people. There are some that really like the sound of their own voice. But even like movie stars will say they cringe when they watch movies with themselves in it and hear them talk, their voice talking. We are our own worst critics. I think some of the people with the most beautiful, like talking voices that are just so soothing and everything tend to find their voices are like, ah. And I'm like, really? No, your voice is great. So did any of you guys enter the giveaway from today's video? If you haven't watched today's video, I did just a character sketch. And I'm going to be giving it away. So if you want some free art, all you have to do is just comment who you think the person might be in the comments of that video. And then next week I choose the winner. Which I think will be fun. All right, let's take a peek at her. Let's drop that level. Oh, she's pretty cute. Now, remembering that she's going to be, not this big of a sticker, I'm going to try to keep my detail. Like these leaves around her sleeves are going to be pretty tiny, especially the raspberries in her hair. I probably just put a ton of work into something that's not really going to show up too much. But you never know. I mean, if I ever want to make, I am drawing this larger. So like this paper size here is actually an 8.5 by 11, and it's at 600 dpi, which is dots per inch. So it's a good resolution. So if I ever decide I want to make a print of this, which I'm kind of thinking might be fun to do, like a series of mini prints of all the fairies, especially if they turn out cute. But it's always better to draw things larger than you need them in digital art. Then you can always scale them down in size to match up the size that you need. Because once you draw it small, if you want to enlarge it to make it bigger, then it tends to get blurry and not as cool. Doesn't like to enlarge as much. Sure. I'm excited to get to the coloring part. I enjoy inking, but I just have such a vision for this piece. I want to see if it comes out the way I'm hoping it will. I'm an impatient artist. I'm about that okay. Not a good level. I love watching people do art that takes weeks and weeks and weeks and just the amount of time and effort, and I have such respect for that because I am the most impatient artist when it comes to working on things. I just can't wait to see what they look like. I have this fold of the skirt here. I'm trying to decide if it's going to work or not. And then originally the sketch had the skirt going over this leg. So we'll just test and see what it looks like. Does it look good? So one thing I will say I love about digital art, and I miss when I do traditional art, is the ability to do this. Like if this was traditional art, you couldn't do that. I mean, you could, but it could ruin your picture if you did it wrong. But just doing it on a different layer, and then even if I want to go ahead and erase this, if I don't like it, I can just edit undo and bring it all back. But I think I like this. Put a couple more folds going over there. I think I will have it come out as far. Yeah, that's neat. And now the skirt is a little bit off. Sometimes you just have to stick with it and go. Other times you just kind of play around with it and you can change it later. Let's do a flip. Transform. I want the whole canvas to flip though. Canvas. Flip. There we go. Where'd it go? Maybe I'll. Yeah. Maybe I don't like that. Oops. Oops. That's on the same layer as the leg. Wow. I thought it was a different layer. Okay, fine. Very carefully erase it. Oh, I know what I'll do. It'll balance out. See, it needs something down here to balance it because it's very this way and it needs something to help balance it. So I'll just put another raspberry down here. Boom. Figured it out. Maybe. Let's clean this up really good. Can I do a tutorial on how to draw a dog's face? If you check out my drawing wolves/dogs playlist, pretty sure I have a couple of those in there. They're older though, so take a look at them, and if I need to redo it, then just comment on that video. Remake this video! I demand it! Or something, you know. Alright, let's put a raspberry down here. First, let's go to the sketch layer, and we'll sketch the raspberry in. Let's back it out and see. Yeah. Okay. Let's put on this layer. All right. Just give you a heads up, guys. Don't put your personal information on the chat, like your email or anything like that. Not a safe thing. Because, yeah, you want that one person to have it, but then everybody has it for all time. Well, until the chat's deleted. But still, be safe. Do I ever make abstract art for fun? I have before. In fact, I think I have a video where I was testing out some projects and made some abstract art. It's fun because it's very unstressful. And I like to look at abstract art just because it's fun to kind of see how, I find like if someone just takes paint and throws paint at the canvas and just smears it, some people think it's just chaotic and there's no rhyme or reason to it. For me, it's a study of what that art medium will do, and I find it fun. I find abstract art just removes any kind of unspoken rule or law of what you have to do or shouldn't do to art medium. You get to see what it really can do and learn some new things. But I've never made a video on it. I don't think there's really anything I could do to teach. Little Carte teaches abstract art. Is to take your paint and you mush it into the canvas. Can you draw Domo? I don't know who Domo is. The only Domo I know is from another YouTube channel. That's the name of her dog. Is Domo. The silence of an artist working. Can I do a tutorial on drawing a pug? I have a tutorial on a pug. I think it was last year. I did the 7-day challenge, which was boom. Hang on. See if we're back online again. Okay, I'm hoping we're back online. I'm waiting to see if everyone catches up because it went offline and then I had to wait to see what was happening because I didn't know what happened. It just started acting weird. And then I had to figure out how to get it back online. So there's a little bit of a delay. And we'll see if we're back on. I don't know. Well, let me know if we're back online. Okay, it says we're back on. Okay. All right. I think we're good. I think we're golden. Phew! I was scared. Oh, wait. Now we have that. Sorry. Looking at that one. No, not that one. This one. There we go. Phew. Okay. We're back. That was scary. Are we still online? I don't. This might not be turning out well for us. It may not. We'll have to see. If it disconnects us again, we might have to call the stream closed for today. Don't know. Alright. It says it's back. It looks like we're back. We'll keep moving. I don't know why it's not staying online. I'm so sad. So I would say if you're still offline, refresh the page. But obviously, if you're not on, if it's not going, you're not going to hear me say that. So hopefully, I will mind meld with those who are trying to connect with the stream, and they will hear my voice like Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I will tell them, use the refresh button, things like that. All right, well, let me know if everything looks good, if it's sounds okay, if it's video's okay. We will keep going. And next time, if it comes up with a little sign on my screen that says, trying to reconnect and counting down, I won't push the cancel button. That was not a good thing to do. I was actually scared that my tablet disconnected from my computer, because it does that every once in a while, and then I have to restart the entire computer to get it to reconnect, which is a pain. And obviously I would have to not be streaming when that happened, so I was like, eh. So hopefully it's working okay. No, wrong thing. There we go. I don't know what I was talking about or how much of that you guys heard, but it was probably epic, and I'll never say it again. Anyway, can it be a blue raspberry? Oh, I think I'm gonna go with traditional raspberry, but I do like thinking outside the box. That's awesome. Okay, so I think with that strawberry in there really helped to balance out the picture. You kind of see how now it's more of a triangle shape. Gives a good balance to the picture, so it's not looking like it's gonna fall over. I like a strawberry. Sorry, they're not strawberries, those are raspberries. Let's finish her hair. I'm not gonna do the wing until I do the coloring, I think. I'm gonna finish her little pigtails, and then we can start the coloring for this. So I don't know if that was OBS that was crashing. So that's the one reason I haven't switched to Twitch yet, because I know you guys are loving and kind and sweet, and if I push the wrong button or mess up or something, that you guys will still love me. But I don't know, I'm scared if on Twitch I'll be shunned or something. But I'm getting braver. I almost Twitch streamed today, but I was like, no, not ready. Not ready. I want to stay on YouTube. I think it'd be fun to switch over. Eating pizza. Yum. I ate something yesterday and my stomach has just been rolling like crazy. I don't feel like nauseous or anything. In fact, I ate pancakes and eggs for breakfast this morning, which is probably what you shouldn't eat if your stomach is rolling. But I figure it's going to roll no matter what, so I don't know what I ate. Well, I know what I ate. I just don't know if that's what did it. I had a tuna fish pasta salad that I made like 2 days before. I'm sure it was still good. I'm sure it wasn't bad. It's refrigerated. It was only 2 days. And I don't like it. So frustrating. Well, I don't know. We'll give it one more try because it didn't do it for a while. Like 10 seconds. Well, more than 10 seconds. Anyway, it's just very frustrating. Okay, welcome back. I wish I knew what was causing it. If you guys know what causes, if it's OBS or internet, it says it's strong enough to handle it, but it's not stormy out. That's usually what throws my internet off. It keeps jumping me offline, so I think I'm going to have to end the stream before it cuts me off again. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I will post updated pictures of this on my Instagram. So if you want to see this picture in the finished process, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll have the links to that in the description box below. So thanks for hanging out. Sorry that whatever is causing it to be yucky is doing that, but I will talk to you later, and give me a thumbs up for this video because it's making me sad. Okay, goodbye. Love you guys. Of course, now it's not disconnecting, so now I'm like, well, maybe, but no, we're disconnecting. Oh dear. Okay.